Welcome to Newswire, news for Nebraska's farmers and ranchers.
Maybe the best thing to start with is there is no place like Nebraska.
Election Day was a great day for Nebraska as a majority of Nebraska Farm Bureau endorsed candidates won their respective races in the general election. NEFB endorsed candidate, now Governor-elect Jim Pillen, credits that grassroots endorsement as a driving factor to push him across the finish line.
Can't ever say thank you to all the Farm Bureau members. We're incredibly grateful for the Farm Bureau members' support from the beginning. We couldn't have got it across the finish line without the Nebraska Farm Bureau. We're very, very grateful. I'm not a politician, so I'm not making any promises, but you can bet the farm we're going to work our tails off and do the best we can for Nebraska. We may not always agree, let's hope we don't all do, but we'll really, really work hard for what's best for Nebraska.
Pillen says he is focused on building his team and identifying cabinet members as he prepares to transition to the role of governor. Nebraska Farm Bureau President Mark McHarg is looking forward to working with Nebraska's next governor.
With Jim Pillen as governor, new legislators, it's going to be a great 2023. Thank you, members. Looking forward to working with you and policy and these new leaders in 2023.
Nebraska agriculture will be well represented in Washington, D.C., as all three of NEFB's endorsed candidates for the House of Representatives won their races. Adrian Smith in the 3rd Congressional District, Don Bacon in the 2nd, and Mike Flood in the 1st.
I'm so proud to have the endorsement of Farm Bureau. It's made a huge difference in my race. And when I'm in Washington, it matters a lot to me that I have the backing of agriculture, because there's a lot of work to be done there. There's a lot of people on the East and West Coast that don't have Nebraska's agricultural interests at heart. They don't know where their food comes from. And tonight gives me a chance to tell their story and to go to Washington and be confident about where I'm going.
Flood says there's a lot of work to be done to bring down prices, fight inflation, make input costs affordable, and help the bottom line of Nebraska's economy. The Nebraska legislature will also see one of the largest class of new state senators. 19 of the 23 NEFB-endorsed legislative candidates will take office in January. McHarg says it's critical rural and urban interests work together for the betterment of Nebraska, and having people who understand that connection and are willing to work together is important.
We're so excited about that, and I just want to tell you, members, that this wouldn't happen without you. Your endorsements in all of our race, not only Jim Pillen, but in our legislative races, are so important, and it really is going to make a big difference when we start the legislature in January.
Voters also approved 2 Nebraska Farm Bureau-supported constitutional amendments, one that would require people to show valid photo identification before voting, and one that allowed political subdivisions that own or operate an airport to spend money to develop new or expand commercial air travel. Thanks for watching Newswire. For more stories like this, visit nefb.org.